to till this, right, Christy?
Yeah, I don't really want to leave the weeds. I don't think the neighbors will like it.
I mean, really, it'd be best if we had one of those little tillers like we talked about in a video, I don't know, a while back, where we were thinking about getting one of those little Honda or Mantis.
Yeah, but you had a lot of comments about those, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a lot of comments. It seems like the predominant idea was to get the Honda. I'm fine with that, but, you know, it is a lot of money.
Yeah, we kind of realized that we wouldn't use it very much.
I think your plan is to put mulch in here and perennials.
It is, which is different. We used to put just annuals in every year, but now I'm getting too old for that, so I want to plant it in perennials, put some mulch in, and let her go.
So this might kind of be a one-time thing.
Yeah, I think so.
Maybe we can make do with Johnny and Hoss.
Yeah, let's see what happens. Oh, and I have one other thing.
Yeah?
We've been moving so many rocks lately
Yeah.
that I kind of want that rock moved up closer to the front.
Okay. Well, I believe we can lift that one. I don't believe he's too big for Johnny.
No.
Okay, well, let's get started. Let's get that rock out of there first, and we'll set it out here in the yard, I guess.
Okay.
When I was little, I used to jump on that rock all the time. I would hop from the side of the garden here onto the rock, and it felt super dangerous because, you know, you were hopping over dirt. Is this how Amazon delivery works now?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, Catril. You've got too small of a tool and too big of a tool. You know, another way to look at this situation is, for the last several projects that we've had, everybody's been telling me how Johnny was too small.
Yeah.
Need to get rid of Johnny and get a bigger tractor. For this one, though, I think Johnny is almost too big.
Too big.
Yeah. Too tough. I'm afraid it might chip up the concrete.
In our tilling video, a lot of folks said, hey, why don't you just use Hoss? I thought, why don't we try it? The disc is already on it. Let's just start with the disc and see what we can do. Well, I have to admit, the Hoss disc harrow is doing a pretty good job. It just rolled right over that big weed.
Yeah. I think when there's like really big weeds or really thick roots in the soil, it doesn't work near as well.
Actually, the disc is working better than I expected for this situation. This soil is really not as hard up here as what you might think it would be.
I can say that when you use Johnny's tiller, you don't get out of breath as bad.
That's a good point. A point at which I might follow up on. Johnny just has to get involved in this.
Yeah, he's just sitting there waiting to go. That right there was about half the garden.
The only half we could get.
Yeah.
That's what you were worried about. Let's see how that was. It just decided to jump off.
It bit it, but it's all right. I mean, we wouldn't want to do that again.
Watch out!
I can see the weights. I can't see them.
You made a mess, Dad.
Well, I don't think it would have been worth buying one of those little tillers for when you were able to do it.
Yeah, I chipped the concrete once down here, but
Yeah.
it wasn't very bad. We got most of it, and we tilled it a lot better than what we would have with one of those little guys anyway.
Yeah. I wonder if there's an attachment for Hoss that I could run it right along the edge.
Yeah, I think his plow would probably
His
work
plow?
very well.
Okay.
I'll do that.
I think you've chosen a nice shady place to do this, Dad.
Yeah.
So since you're trying to get right up next to the wall, you only need to use one, right?
Yeah. It really would be better if I had one of the front wheels off. But maybe if we mount it right here, we could still get right next to things. So we weren't able to till really close to the edge, so the thought was we could run this plow. Kind of pull it away from the edge and get those weeds out. That looks good.
That does work well.
Looks like we have some foreign obstacles.
Oh, I remember those little things.
I knocked them off with the snowplow. think Christy likes this. Me no longer getting the sidewalk all
I think
dirty
this is
again.
pretty symbolic of how most of our time is.
I make the mess, she cleans it up.
Well, she's already cleaned it up, and then we come by and make another
Make
mess.
the mess again. It's working like you wanted though, isn't it, Christy?
Yeah, it's working great, I think.
May have to get an old-fashioned hoe for part of that right there in the corner.
A hoe? What's a hoe?
Everyone take note. Catrill's actually attached to an implement.
How many horsepower do I have?
You have a Catrill power.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it looks to me like you're exerting about an eighth of a Catrill power for this task. Well, you know, you only exert the power necessary for the implements you got attached.
That's true. It's a little hot out though. That takes some of my horsepower, my Catrill power.
Okay, you got that mess cleaned up? That means I get to make one.
I guess. How many Tim powers does the Hoss require?
It requires pretty much a 10 power.
One
An
Tim
entire
power?
10 power. Well, I know that one 10 power is still not as much as one Christy power.
Ha!
Here's yet another way to use Hoss.
Dad, I don't think that's quite the prescribed method of use.
Neighbor's gonna give me hosta. But I need to go back to Menards.
I hope they still have some. We're getting pretty late to be planting. The Hoss is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. It was our joint Christmas present from Christy's parents.
That's right. We love this thing, and so we chased them down to see if they would sponsor us, and sure enough. So you click through our website, we get a nice commission, and I'm certain that in addition to us getting a nice commission, you'll get a nice garden tool.
Mm-hmm. We made a quick trip to Menards and got some more perennials.
You want to build a little mound for it, it'll be more prominent.
I think Mom was kind of inspired by the family with their sentimental rock that they moved.
There we go.
So where did this rock originally come from?
Right here.
Yeah, it was here.
Is here when we moved in?
Somewhere around here. We've always moved it around.
It's never that easy.
Well, Mom, would you say that this rocks?
I think it really does rock.
We're now a flower delivery service, Dad. What are we planting back here, Mom?
It's an azalea. I
And
had it up
it's-
front, but it's not a full sun plant.
And this is a little shadier spot.
I'm hoping it'll grow here.
I'm not too sure about this thing I'm digging with.
Yeah, it doesn't,
is.
I hear Johnny's whimpering over here.
I think it's me that's whimpering.
Oh.
Johnny's calling you an idiot. That's what he's doing.
My grandmother always had azaleas, so I wanted one that I could see from the breakfast table in the kitchen. I think this is a dwarf azalea. She had really big ones.
So is that the end of the perennial planting for the day?
I wanted to get some hostas, but we can get that another day, I guess.
No, let's get done.
Instant hostas.
Now what?
If you'll set them out, I think I'll divide them a little bit and put some different places. You don't have to help with that.
Yeah, I'll help. Where do you want?
So eventually, I was able to plant a few more flowers, a little bit of mulch, and then it looks pretty good. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on Tractor Time with Tim.
Hope you like that. Hope that was a nice scene.